Are you ready to take your Amazon MWS integration to the next level? If you're new to Amazon MWS and want to display all your orders on your PHP website, you're in the right place. Let's dive into the world of API integration together. I totally understand how overwhelming it can be to start with Amazon MWS. You have your credentials ready, but the integration process can feel like a maze. You're not alone in this. Many developers face similar challenges when starting out. Let's look at the specific question at hand. One user asked, "How do I integrate the Amazon MWS API with PHP to display my orders?" They have all the necessary credentials, but are struggling to find a clear path to integration. Sound familiar? Let's work through this together. So what makes Amazon MWS integration tricky? It often comes down to understanding the API documentation and knowing how to make the right calls in PHP. Don't worry, we'll break it down step by step so you can get your orders displayed in no time. And stick around. At the end of this video, I have a special tip that will make your integration process smoother and more efficient. To begin integrating Amazon MWS with PHP, the user should first install the necessary PHP library for MWS. This library will help simplify the API calls. Next, the user needs to set up their credentials. This includes the seller ID, secret key, and marketplace ID. These credentials will be used to authenticate API requests. Now the user should create a function to fetch orders from Amazon MWS. This function will use the library to make a request to the Orders API. After fetching the orders, the user can display them on their PHP website. This can be done by looping through the response and outputting the order details. Finally, the user should test their integration to ensure that the orders are being fetched and displayed correctly on their website. Fun fact, did you know that Amazon's first order was placed in 1994? They started as an online bookstore and have come a long way since then. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative approach for integrating Amazon MWS with PHP starts with creating a professional seller account on Amazon, which involves some fees. Next, you'll need to obtain your account credentials. After that, download the PHP client library from Amazon's developer site. Once you have your credentials, add them to your PHP code and begin your development. For displaying orders, focus on the Reports API. Use the Request Report function to request a list of orders and then fetch them using GetReport. You may also want to use Manage Report Schedule to automate report creation. Let's move forward and look at another answer. An alternative approach suggests verifying your Amazon MWS credentials and ensuring you have orders in your seller account. You can use the Amazon MWS Scratchpad to test your API calls, specifically using the list orders method. For integration, download the PHP library from Amazon MWS. Add your credentials in the config file, and then modify the list orders script with your parameters. Running this script in your browser will return your order data in XML format. Here's the special tip I promised. Always check the API rate limits and error handling in your code. This will save you from unexpected issues down the line. And there you have it. You should now be on your way to successfully integrating Amazon MWS with PHP. Remember, practice makes perfect. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips, and don't forget to check out our other videos on API integrations.